Hello, everyone. Welcome to Harry Potter Gaming. First ever video. We will be playing through Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Or Sorcerer's Stone if you're in America.
We're going to start with the PlayStation system. On this channel, we're going to play through all Harry Potter games all the time. We are excited for when Hogwarts Legacy comes out next year, and to prep us for it, we're going to start from the beginning. It's been almost 20 years since these games have come out, and anyway, as we get going, I'll kind of explain a little bit on the nostalgia factor to me in particular.
I never played these games before.
Yeah, well, this one I have played. Not all of these games I have played. Right off the bat, though, I think it's kind of funny. You put up the game, and you're selecting your country. Well, you're selecting your language and country, but...
They don't have every language.
Well, no, they don't, but look here. What's so odd is that you've got the U.S.'s flag, obviously for the English option.
Yeah.
But Harry Potter in itself is...
Is British, yeah.
Yeah, so like, I just think that's kind of funny. I wonder if in some regions they actually did have, like, the Union Jack.
What are the different flags?
That's this is Poland. France. This is
that's
France. And then this is Spain.
In Spain.
Well...
I don't feel
it
like
doesn't
that's
have...
the
Spain has that symbol in the middle, which actually,
yeah.
what... we're going to go ahead and get started. What is that symbol?
It's a lion.
Is it a lion on their flag?
I think so.
Alright, yeah, 2001, Electronic Arts.
Wow.
So the Harry Potter games, we're going to have to dig on some information with it, but you know, Harry Potter, everything was rushed when it was doing the mainstream media, and so there were different developers, and that's one of the things that's cool and why I'm glad that we're doing this channel. One, for nostalgia, but two, just information on some old retro games that, honestly, I thought they were good. I mean, they have their problems, but we'll talk about them more and eventually do reviews. But there were different developers. I believe originally the first set of releases were on the PlayStation, the PC, the Game Boy Color, and the Game Boy Advance. And I have all of those, and they are all very different games. There were some released on Xbox, and there was a PS2 version as well as a GameCube version. But those ones were kind of like, I believe, like, in a sense, a sort of remake. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and then we'll play through. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am.
As we are.
Alright, fine. Alright, so I played this a long time ago, but yeah,
we're gonna... Is that like the date?
Well, I
when
think,
you played
yeah,
it,
but
7, 11, 13?
Yeah, but no. It wasn't 2013, though.
Oh.
It's just the computer on this system thinks so. But I'm going to begin a new game. Overwrite and start a new game. Alrighty. And this has one of my most nostalgia openings to a game. But we'll stop talking for a little while here.
Huge motorbike with a giant astride it tumbled down from the darkness. The giant, named Hagrid, left a blanket-wrapped bundle on the doorstep of number 4, Privet Drive. Nestled in the bundle was a baby, Harry Potter, the boy who lived. For the next 11 years, Harry lived with his dreadful stepparents,
Oh my gosh, your face.
until that fateful day when he received the letter inviting him to attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Hagrid took Harry to Diagon
my opinion, a really solid. Honestly, if you think about having like a condensed game, I think it's a solid opening. What were you saying though, Kathleen?
Do you think like that part, it's all here in your head, was like a reference to his Horcrux and his scar?
Well, I mean, I would assume so. I guess I never.
You never think about that though.
Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am Albus Dumbledore, your headmaster. Now, Hogwarts is full of secrets, Harry, so search behind every door. But keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding. Oh, which reminds me, the third floor corridor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer the most painful death.
Of course, because safest place ever.
Yet they have a three-headed hell dog.
So.
Although I would have a three-headed dog if I could.
This one, I believe, part of this is it's kind of a collectathon. I remember very vividly on the PC one because that was what I had growing up. But right now, we got to figure out a way to make it work. It's not compatible with a lot of operating systems. Anyway, it's kind of a collectathon. You got to get all of the Quidditch cards and also all of the beans. Bertie Bott's beans.
Jelly beans.
Which, it's kind of funny.
Blubber, ointment, tweak, 4 wonderful words, don't you think?
Well, thank you, Dumbledore.
He just said that he likes to tweak.
So one of the things about this game is, you can get through to the end, but it's kind of like a troll because it's like you have to do the completionist side, or else it's not really like you've beat the game. Anyway.
Were they just in green?
Caput Draconis.
Would you live in a castle if you could?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
They're cold and drafty.
Yeah, but nowadays there's ways. Is that supposed to be Neville?
I don't know, but his face is very flat.
They may come in handy when you are low on stamina. Gringotts break-in latest. Investigations continue into the break-in at Gringotts, rumored to be the work of dark wizards. Gringotts goblins today insisted that nothing had been taken. The contents of the vault in question, which remain unidentified, had been withdrawn earlier that same day.
Alright, let's save real quick. I know. Alright.
Gotta save when you can.
So this first one, on the PlayStation and the PC version is.
When you drink a Woogen Wild potion, it replenishes all you'll have. Remarkable, isn't it?
Thanks.
I wonder if that's supposed to be Hermione.
That is not
Please keep the
Hermione.
common room tidy.
Was that just
and
a
there's
wall?
the Follow Magi. Okay,
Or was
so
that a picture?
I'm trying to remember. Obviously, it seems like we weren't supposed to go to the tower, but that's okay.
Yeah, that seems like
So
it.
this one on the PlayStation and the PC version, it's very much kind of like a platformer, I guess, sort of adventure type thing. A little bit of a teaser. There's some puzzles in here.
It looks like all of those are locked though, so.
So hold on. All right, it doesn't say we're. Okay, let's get back over here.
The other side is Slytherin.
Over there? Nah, I believe that just leads to classes.
Maybe you gotta go to class.
Portrait room? No.
Well, now, it's nice to see a new face and a Gryffindor, too. Good for you. I can't remember the last time I opened up. I'm a bit rusty, you see. I'm not sure I still can.
was saying those password thingies.
Oh, you know, it actually probably was. The passwords, though, I know that you get them from, I believe, Fred and George, but you might get them as a result of collecting the beans. Okay,
Well,
so
Dumbledore's
hold
gone.
on. I can't go in here because it's locked. I have to. It has to be in here. How did I miss? There wasn't that much in here,
Yeah.
and it didn't look like there was anything in the common realm. Let's go back up here. Okay, locked. These got to be different
Can you
classrooms.
jump up on the bookshelf?
Nice, Harry. All right. So charms must be the first class.
Oh, there's a ghosty ghost.
Probably hurt you.
The ghost? Where would the ghost
There's
be?
Ron.
That slimy slithering Draco Malfoy ran through this door with an owl under his arm. I think it was your owl Hedwig. Let's go after him.
He took Hedwig. What a jerk.
So far, someone's not being very loyal to the books.
Okay, if you... yeah.
Oh no! People in the comments are gonna go crazy now.
Well, if it isn't the famous Harry Potter. I'm Draco Malfoy, and you do well show me respect.
If you could have an owl, cat, or toad, what would you have?
Nothing to me but lying about. Go home to your mother, Potter. Oh,
What?
sorry. You don't.
An owl is a living thing. You leave it lying about unless it's out doing its own. What?
He's a nasty piece of work, but just ignore him. Us Gryffindor should stick together.
Okay. You never answered my question,
Harry,
though.
follow me. To climb up, just push forwards on your controller.
I love when these games break like the fourth, or third wall, whatever.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I just,
Climb, just push up on your controller.
to me, it's just weird when they say it in dialogue.
Hey.
Yeah.
To jump, just approach the edge and
Okay,
keep
come on.
pressing
What if
forwards on the
somebody said
controller.
that to you, just regular? Just, hey, to climb up on this, you just push forward on your controller. What would you do? Or you hit A.
What's the entrance? You better go on and rescue Hedwig.
That'd be like a weird person. I would do it just to mess with people, though.
Alright.
But only if they believed in
Okay,
the Matrix.
so- What was the question that you had asked earlier?
Oh, if you could have an owl, cat, or a toad, what would you have?
An owl, all the way.
What type of owl?
Oh, honestly, horned owls are really well. Honestly, just an owl period would be awesome. I think I'd have a horned owl though.
I'm the Gryffindor house ghost.
I'd have cat.
Look out, all this from this. Well, I mean, you must go all the way to the top and get out. If you want to look around, press your triangle button. Press the triangle button again when you've finished.
Yeah, we gotta keep our eyes
Is
open.
that
for,
nearly Headless Nick?
Yes, we gotta keep our eyes open for areas where Quidditch cards may be and/or beans. Because if I remember right, especially on these first games, there's a lot of spots you get the one chance to get them, and if you miss them, you miss them. Not too. Oh.
You almost.
The controls are a little stiff on this. So far, it's been pretty fun, though. Let's see.
You gonna get the frog?
Okay, hold on, though. There might be something, because look, see how this leads up more? To a dead end.
Yeah, looks like it.
Alrighty.
Don't die, though.
You know, one of the things I absolutely love about platformers, I mean, it's a bittersweet thing, but when that like rush that you get when you make like a risky jump,
Yeah.
that one wasn't really a risky jump, but like it was close, and sometimes just like
Some snails have escaped from a care of magical creatures class. Careful, they're dreadfully poisonous. Press the cross button to cast the Fitendo knockback machine.
Yeah, safest place on the earth.
So, here's a little bit of Harry Potter trivia. Who was the Care of Magical Creatures teacher before Hagrid got the job?
I don't know.
Typically in these we won't talk as much about.
L2 and R2 buttons to rotate the game camera.
In case anyone's wondering, we're not being purists with this. We are playing it on PlayStation 2. I don't know. People get curious
that a
about those
key?
things. No, they're
That's like-
feathers. They're Hedwig's feathers. And if you get them all, then it's unlocking
I was
the door.
gonna say, we don't see keys yet, do we? Freaking heck. If you had an owl, what would you name it?
To view your
Oh.
surroundings.
What would you name your
You
owl?
can also cast a Flipendo knockback jinx from this view. See what you can find to Flipendo in this room.
You know, my dad, when I was playing the first one on PC. Oh, I need to talk about the nostalgia about these games for me, especially the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
Anyway, with what you were saying about okay, so I think I would do a horned owl, or what are they called, great horned owls?
Yeah.
Did you notice that those poisonous snails twinkle? Things that twinkle can be affected by a Flipendo knockback jinx. This is a jinx block. Your Flipendo knockback jinx will move it aside. To move the jinx block, cast Flipendo at it.
So I'd have a horned owl. I feel like everyone or a lot of people would name their owl Artemis or like Archimedes.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to go that route.
That has
I
spider
know.
webs on
I
it.
just you notice how there's that chocolate frog though. Let's see. So Archibald, that'd be a pretty cool one. Cornelius, that's a solid name
I like
for an owl.
Cornelius. Yeah.
That's a good owl name. I don't know. Let us. Oh shit!
You got attacked by scabbers.
That thing scared the crap out of me. Jeez, that thing just came. Okay, it doesn't really matter. These games
Yeah.
typically were very easy, except for there was a little bit of a challenge on the completionist.
That peeves.
It's probably Quirrell, but
Well, you've made it this far. Now take a look at this.
I would have a cat, and if it was a boy cat, I would name it Merlin. If
Honestly-
it was a girl cat, I would name it Jinx.
Charged knockback jinx. Hold down the cross button to build as a spell before releasing it. Build as a spell before releasing it. Build as a spell before releasing
whoa.
it. Build as a spell before releasing it.
It's like, what do they call it with the record when they keep jumping to it? That's funny. I wonder
Yeah.
if that's in all of them. That, you know, a lot of these games, like I said, I think that there is a lot of good Harry Potter games, at least for like what they were, and compared to generally movie launch titles, I thought they were pretty good. One day we'll put them on tier lists and rank them and all the above, but you know, they were really kind of rushed. Like Harry Potter, I really feel like producers were very concerned that it was going to be a fad and just kind of come and go, and I feel like they rushed the.
Malfoy led me down here and then ran through a secret passage with an owl. Now I'm trapped by these enchanted books. I've lost my wand.
Just all their faces.
Flipendo. Use the R1 button to point your wand at the flying books. Then use your cross button to cast.
So if anyone's actually watching this, and they probably know that who the Care Magical Creatures teacher was before. But Kathleen, look that up, because now it's kind of bugging me and I can't think of it. So I would definitely love to have like some sort of magical cat, like even like, you know, like, because Crookshanks is an awesome, like,
she's
awesome pet, and so even though and it's cool too because like I've never had a cat myself, and so then I'd have one like Hogwarts.
Well,
like,
we have family members that are allergic to cats, so we can't really get them unless if it's a hairless cat. Which I would want one, and I want to name it Alien. I'm gonna get one day. And
I did not realize that was Neville that ran forward. I honestly thought that was me.
I don't know.
Alrighty. What do we got? Ooh, we're going into the dungeons.
That's where the Slytherins are. Or there's Hedwig. Sylvanus Kettleberg. I'm probably butchering that name, but Kettleburn.
Are you on like Pottermore? Is this like a Harry Potter wiki or
It's a wizardingworld.com.
Okay, shout out to them.
Yeah. They want to sponsor it. Like they ever would. Yeah. Sylvanus Kettleburn. Okay, if you could have a magical creature, what would you have? Or what is your favorite magical creature?
That's a good question.
I really like the Kelpie. Plus, also, it's part of Irish folklore, which is pretty cool. Although there's a lot of good ones.
I'm in Gryffindor too. Harry helped me escape from some flapping books. Nice to meet you, Neville. Come on down. It's alright. You guys go ahead. I think I've lost my toad, Trevor. Come on, Harry. Let's go.
Aw, Hedwig. I've got my Nimbus 2000 because of Hedwig, I guess.
Wow. Hedwig brought you
That's a
broomstick.
weird way to
I'll
get
show you where the flying lesson is.
the
Follow me.
broomstick. Definitely not like the books or the movie.
Here's the doorway to the flying lesson. Watch yourself, Harry. I hear Madam Hooch is really strict.
She's got
I'm
yellow
still waiting
eyes
for
too.
my broomstick. Our stupid owl is ancient.
Are you saying I'm?
It'll take forever. I'll wait for you here.
So, the flying mini games on these, I remember on some of the games they were fun, and on a lot they made no sense.
There is a house point
Well,
bonus if you excel at
they
any
just were
of these
hard.
tasks. Steer your broomstick using the directional buttons and press the cross button to move
I like how
forwards.
they did her hair.
Fly through each hoop
It doesn't
to
make
appear
any
in sequence.
sense.
On my whistle then.
She's just got rows of spikes.
Alright, is it inverted? No. Ugh. Oh no! Crap! No! Okay, hold on. I probably gotta change it. Reverse. No, not look. Yes.
What's the difference?
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah, that makes more sense, having it inverted. Oh my gosh, you get celery. Can I use the joy? I can use the joystick with it. It said about the direction.
Concentrate, and try again.
Gotta make Seeker.
Yeah. I remember on the PC when I really liked their flying mini games, and in fact they had a challenge where you could. There's a bean up there.
Get it.
Oh crap! No!
Oh no.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not.
Oh, you almost. Oh, you did it.
The next test is a little harder, but there are bonus house
Wait,
points
it's-
if you succeed.
You did it.
Fly through each magic hoop that appears. Remember, slow down to turn tighter. Ready, Potter? On my whistle then. 3, 2, 1.
I remember many times playing. They had where you could do from the main menu. There was a little tournament on, just like basically you played for the Quidditch Cup, and I remember having many times playing that, especially between when the Philosopher's Stone game and Chamber of Secrets one had come out. Ooh. Flying controls are a lot more smooth on Quidditch World Cup, which we, of course, will be playing through those as well. Oh, where are you? Okay, come on, get the bean. Oh, come on. What? That was stupid. No!
You missed it.
Oh, no.
I believe you may have a natural talent for this.
You still
You
passed
must.
it.
Yeah.
There are bonus house points for a perfect score.
Right, so it must be like the perfect score, which hopefully it will let us go back to it.
3,
I think
'Cause
it's
it
gonna
might-
let you do it now.
1.
No, this is like a different challenge. Look.
I don't know.
Oh, dang.
You know, one thing that
Ooh.
I remember when we were kids and you guys were playing this game and everything was that you guys would always make fun of our Ariane while playing it, our sister.
Well, Ariane would just have me play against. Well, not play against it, but she would basically. Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous. These controls are just a little. Ugh. Yeah. They're a little
Concentrate,
tough.
Potter, and try again.
Yeah, you gotta do it again.
Let's try that again. 40.
But Ariane
freaking-
would just what?
Well, there were. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that when we get to the PC ones of these. But yeah, actually, there was some. Had a lot of good times.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, that was also. My goodness, this is so. It's like just sensitive enough that it's like problematic, but then
Yeah.
it's like. Oh my gosh! Come on. Oh, come on.
Gotta get.
Concentrate,
Okay. Do you want to try it?
No.
Come on. Well, hold on. I'll try it one more time.
If the
If
controls
I don't
sub
have
for you,
luck-
they're gonna sub for me too, because I can't. I can't.
I don't know. You might be good at it.
I don't think so.
Man, that's just. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. Dang. See how fast it's like. They're
I think it-
sensitive. Come on. 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 Maybe that's the trick. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it, Harry. You can do it. It's in your blood. Ah. No!
No!
No! Come on.
Well done, Potter.
Well, you did it.
5 more house points from Gryffindor. You've mastered the basics of broomstick control.
Did you?
Some of these also, you know how I was saying about how they have a, it kind of feels like a troll because you can complete the game, but
Hi, Harry. Have you met Hermione yet? She's a real know-it-all and a teacher's pet.
She's like standing right there.
Hello, Harry. Charms class is about to start. Isn't it exciting? She's rather annoying, isn't she?
There's some jelly beans. Is she running to the bathroom? Okay.
You know, no, I don't think she is. I think that's just Charm's class, but maybe.
Get the jelly beans.
We should get. Okay. See. Some of them you can literally not get enough house points for doing the challenges right, and you actually can make it to the end of the game and lose. Like, that's how some of these, at least the early on Harry Potter games were. Like, you could literally lose the game at the end because you did not win the House Cup. Which is even more so a troll.
Oh no! I forgot in my spell book. I'll catch you up, Harry. Get to the charms class before the timer runs out.
Okay, now play for a little bit.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna play for a little bit. Oh, I missed the door. Oh, what the heck? How do I jump? Did I do it? No. Oh shoot. Okay. I suck at platforming. Ted should be back this soon. Hi, God. No. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. Okay. Oh no.
Isn't it? Students late for class usually lose house points, but I'll let you off this time as it's your first day.
Thank you.
Would you like to try again?
No. No, I would not.
Wizard, I am Professor Flitwick, and today you will learn the spell Wingardium Leviosa. Watch my wand move and press the symbol button it points to. Complete each sequence 3 times to learn the spell Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay.
Now you try.
I got
Remember,
this.
press the symbol button that my wand points to.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Okay.
Oh dear. Not good.
What's happening?
Oh dear.
What is... I want to try again.
Keep trying. Oh dear.
What?
Trying. Oh dear. Keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying.
I don't know what's going on.
That was good. Keep trying.
You hit the button for the one
I
that's going over, right?
am.
I don't see how that. It's pretty self-explanatory. if you
I'm
see.
doing it.
Oh dear.
I was late to put a charms class.
That was good. Excellent. Keep trying. Not good.
I don't
How
like
long
this.
have you been doing this for? When I went upstairs.
Excellent.
Longer than what I should. Okay, I got it. Here, you go.
Keep trying.
It's not as easy as it looks, huh?
You have to do it early.
That
Yeah.
was good.
That's what I figured out after a while.
Perfect. Well done. You've
How is this helping you learn Wingardium Leviosa?
Weasley, follow me to see the Wingardium Leviosa spell put into practice.
I had to jump on flying desks, and we know that my platforming skills are not good.
Charmed will be marked with a yellow sparkle.
And I was late to potions class, and I missed a jelly bean.
Keep the cross button depressed if you want to change the object height.
To potions or charms?
I don't know, wherever we
We're
are.
in charms.
I want to go to potions.
Onto its pedestal to open the door. Press the triangle button to release the object.
Alright, Harry. You ready for this?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Alright, so you gotta hold X.
What are you doing with it?
Well done. 5 points to Gryffindor.
And he said that because it was the first day he'd let me slide. And he wouldn't deduct house points, so we didn't get any deducted, luckily. And then he was like, do you want to try again? I was like, no.
Dear
How are
Harry,
we doing on
please meet
time?
me in the castle grounds.
It's probably been
You
about,
can get to the castle grounds
40
from
minutes.
the front door of the castle. Pop round for a cup of tea and a chat.
Oh, I want a
Something
cup of tea
important
with
to tell you.
Hagrid.
Your friend, Hagrid.
Alright, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and find a save game book.
I want a cup of tea with Hagrid.
Yeah, let's go ahead and save. And the next time, we'll go have a cup of tea.
Cup of
So,
tea with Hagrid
That's the
and
first
Pike.
little bit. We're gonna continue playing on this game. Next video will be us continuing and visiting Hagrid for a cup of tea.
I like Hagrid.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, like I said, we will post videos like this. We will walk through all of the different Harry Potter games. And Kathleen and I will have where we kind of play together Quidditch World Cup and also Lego Harry Potter. So check out for those too. And then, yeah, we'll just keep posting all these things. If you have any suggestions on things to talk about or certain Harry Potter games to do next after we finish Sorcerer's Stone on PlayStation, go ahead and comment on there. But,
And comment if you want an owl, cat, or a toad.
right, comment on that. That's a good idea. And name of it. Specific
Yeah,
owl,
name.
cat, or I guess type of toad, frog, too.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.